stop addictions. Addiction doesn't only mean drugs or alcohol, it could be food, it could be gambling, it could be pornography, it could be social media, it could be your phone, it could even be toxic relationships. Addiction is anything you return to repeatedly, even though you know it's destroying you. Today, we're going deep, the true nature of addiction, how the brain traps you in addictive cycles, my personal battles with addiction, non substance related, ancient spiritual wisdom, modern science, real world examples, and 10 powerful steps to break addictions starting today. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to take your power back. What is addiction? Let's break it down simply. You know it's harmful, you want to stop, but you feel powerless. You justify, delay, and deny. You feel shame and guilt. The cycle repeats. Addiction is not only about lack of willpower, it's about hijacked wiring. My personal struggle with addiction. After my financial collapse in 2009, my world fell apart. I was bankrupt, my businesses collapsed, my health was slipping, I was drowning emotionally. During this period, I didn't turn to drugs or alcohol, but I fell into emotional addictions. Junk food for comfort, late night binge eating, overuse of TV and distractions, avoiding emotions through constant activity. It was numbing. I told myself, it's harmless. I deserve this, just this once. But these small addictions kept my mind clouded, my body weak, and my spirit trapped until I took full responsibility to break the cycle. The true root of addiction, escapism. Addiction isn't primarily about pleasure, it's about escape. Escape from pain, escape from fear, escape from boredom, escape from trauma, escape from facing your emotions. The substance or behavior is simply the vehicle. The real addiction is to escape reality. The brain science of addiction. Here's why it's so hard to stop. Dopamine flooding. Addictive behaviors flood the brain with dopamine, the pleasure chemical. Reward loops. Your brain creates neural pathways that expect and demand repeated pleasure. Tolerance build up. Over time, you need more to feel the same effect. Withdrawal anxiety. When denied, your brain panics, triggering intense cravings. Hijacked frontal lobe. Your decision making center is weakened. Shame loop. After relapse, guilt feeds anxiety, which drives more use. It's a perfect trap unless you break it consciously. Spiritual perspective on addiction. Christianity, for whatever overcomes a person, to that he is enslaved. 2 Peter 2:19. Islam, do not let your desires override your reason. Hinduism, Gita, from desire arises anger, from anger arises delusion, and from delusion memory is destroyed. Bhagavad Gita 262 to 63. Buddhism, desire is the root of suffering. Nirvana is the release from craving. Sikhism, conquer your mind and you shall conquer the world. Modern examples of addiction's destruction. Celebrities with wealth, fame, and access. Still losing everything due to addiction. Average people enslaved to phones, unable to sit still for even 5 minutes. Financial ruin through gambling addiction. Relationship breakdowns due to pornography or emotional infidelity. Obesity and health collapse through food addiction. Addiction destroys more than you see: health, relationships, finances, time, self respect, purpose, spiritual alignment. You don't just lose things, you lose yourself. The paradox: pain becomes the cure. The very pain addiction creates, if faced honestly, becomes the fuel to finally break free. My own turning point. I reached a point where I said, this will destroy me if I don't stop. I stopped seeing my addictions as harmless and started treating them like a spiritual war, a mental battle, a physical healing journey. Let me share a classic story. The wolf you feed. An elder told a boy, "Inside you are two wolves. One is discipline, the other is addiction. The one who wins is the one you feed." Every choice either strengthens addiction or weakens it. 10. Powerful steps to break addictions. 1. Radical ownership. No more blame. No more excuses. Own your addiction 100%. Identify your escape trigger. Know when you run to addiction, stress, boredom, loneliness, anger, fear. Remove easy access. Don't rely on willpower alone. Remove apps, empty cabinets, block websites. Distance from triggers. 4. Build alternative rituals. Replace addiction with exercise, meditation, breathwork, journaling, service to others. 5. Train discomfort tolerance. Addiction is fear of discomfort. Lean into discomfort daily to build resilience. 6. Accountability partners. Tell someone you trust. Daily check ins bring support and pressure. 7. Daily spiritual practice. Pray, meditate, surrender. You need power greater than ego to win. 8. Focus on one day at a time. Don't worry about forever. Win today, win tomorrow, stack wins. 9. Expect cravings. Prepare for battle. Create plans for weak moments. Call a friend, go for a walk, journal emotions, pray immediately, and visualize the cost of failure daily. Visualize who you will lose, what you will destroy, how your life will collapse. Painful clarity fuels discipline. Classic story: the chain that breaks you. A man tied a small chain around his ankle daily just for fun. At first, it was light. Over time, the chain grew heavier. Eventually, he could no longer walk. Addictions start light, but over time, they enslave you. Break the chain while it's still small, or risk full enslavement. The power of small daily victories. Every day you say no, you rewire your brain, you weaken the addiction pathway, you rebuild self respect. Every small win compounds. The paradox of freedom. Addiction feels like freedom at first, but creates slavery. Discipline feels like slavery at first, but creates freedom. So let's recap. Addiction isn't just about substance, it's any repeated destructive escape. The brain traps you through reward loops and cravings. Every spiritual path warns of desire's power to enslave. Freedom requires radical ownership and daily practice. You don't need perfection, you need daily victories. For my final reflection, after my collapse, I faced emotional addictions head on. I rebuilt my body, I rebuilt my mind, I rebuilt my businesses, I rebuilt my soul, not by running from discomfort, but by confronting it directly. The freedom I feel today is not from success, it's from no longer being a slave to anything. Your closing call to action. If you're ready to break your chains, write in the comments, "I choose freedom." Like, subscribe, and share this with anyone trapped by addiction. And if you want to go even deeper, watch my next video, How Many Layers of Heaven Exist?